Welcome back. I am Animated Male. We're about to get into episode number 4 of Elite, the Classroom of the Elite, Season 2. Let's jump into this bad boy. Our main character, he's helping out the girl from being bullied, but it looks like the other class, they finished or ended up getting first or something like that, and they might be in a little pickle. So let's see what's happening, man. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and let's comment and let me know your thoughts. But let's go ahead and jump into this episode right now. Animated Male. Let's check it out. This material has to be created. The group names were hints or solutions, planets. And the group names, all it was based on a distance from the sun. AIIIKA. Kushida. So they're basically, the VIP system is simple. It was based on the lining of planets. But Ruin, the freaking bully guy, figured it out. Class C isn't fully under Ruin's control, you mean? How about she looking at old boy bashfully? It'll be important to have some quantity of connect. For the month of September through early October, they'll have more gym class than usual in preparation for the upcoming sports festival. So this sports festival is going to have a major influence on their class. The entire school will compete as red team and white team. She wants to see her brother. He's kind of like the antagonist in a sense in this series. You said, bro, don't mention that. I'm going to stab you with this pen if you mention him again. Voluntary events grant more points than the mandatory events, which would make more sense. So what if they enter every event? The penalty for losing is severe. Bonuses for the top 3 placers. They're excited about these bonus points. Lowest 10 placers receive a penalty. They will lose 10 points on their next written exam. Reaction is different. Bro, it's like they're trapped. It's like they're trapped. Damn, so they have 13 events that's happening. A test of purely stamina and athleticism. How much are we allowed to decide on our own? Wow, so they're kind of leaving each opportunity up to them. Look at was she looking at Io? Now they're trying to decipher what's the difference between this test and the previous test. And it does seem like it's another special test. Their relationship is so different. They're so damn mundane. Their eyes are different than in this anime than it was in the other one. In the first season. Strict preparation. She's trying to find some loopholes, man. He's basically deducing what she wants to happen. You have to fight and win through orthodox means. But the class is going to be divided from white and red. So it's just other class against other class. Rather than putting 2 fast people in a race together, we should pair each with a slow person. Guarantee a higher. So they're basically trying to compare a super athletic and great person and a weak person to balance it out. But what if you don't enter? You won't lose points for not entering the ones that aren't mandatory, but you just get more. But you lose obviously if you lose that. Focus on your studies to the point where you don't have to rely on bonuses. She's speaking a lot of logic. They can't counteract what she's saying. She said, "Sorry, it doesn't work for me." She shut it down. It don't work for me. They got beef. Or maybe this is part of a plan. Oh, I'm not as smart as you. Now she's just creating friction. How can you want to see the other students fail? She brought Kushida in there. She was like, what you think about this, Kushida? I mean, what? I understand both sides. I want no problems with nobody. Private to point though. We'll share gains and losses amongst the class. They're just bickering. It also lowers our chances of winning. Trying to decide on what's the proper way to go about doing these events. What is that? Damn! The other classes can't possibly have people as stupid as you all. Brain, dang, she's basically, it's like creating a wedge. So they're gonna vote. Focus entirely on skill. Disallow personal opinion. He said, I'm abstaining. Is it 10-10? Oh my god. Oh, 10 and 8. Find a way to oppose Sakurika's suggestion. I knew it had to be some kind of part of a plan. He wanted to get Kushida's opinion, and what's the point of the order? He said, if you need to understand why I'm telling you to do what I need to do, you know what I mean? I'm not going to explain it every time. I want to know what you're after. You think that you're much better than us? I'm going to create a friend. Damn, okay. So he plotting, man. During the sports festival, Class D will produce a traitor. They'll likely spill all of Class D's internal information to others. Bro, so he already know that a traitor is going to be amongst them. Now go, will attract too much attention. Oh man, Ayano Koji's plotting. I want to see how his plots play out though. I wonder who's going to be the traitor. Oh god, Kalenji, I'd prefer not. He said, what's the boy's average grip strength? Is he trying to rig it? Well, not rig it, but like get it to a particular strength so it maybe doesn't stand out. You can train it to surpass 100 kilograms. He said, I won't go any further. Due to Ike in the background, not happy, smiling like hee hee hee. He said, oh, so 60 is on the higher side. Don't take pictures or leave any other record. So I wonder who this little rat's gonna be, this traitor's gonna be. Tug of war. You're running too fast, but only because you're too slow. Bro, Harita, she's so damn. She's like anti-social in a sense. She didn't have any sense of how to speak to people properly. Now she's making excuses for her stubbornness, but she's basically splitting up everyone. I can't match my rhythm to those who refuse to work from the start. Now they're about to run a race together. Assess their suitabilities as partners. Like, bro, logically speaking, speed don't matter. Let's do this. He's probably basically showing her what she's doing to everyone else, and how her stubbornness would create that yeah. The problem is that you won't look at your partner. Yeah, let her know her weakness, man. That's the only way she can grow. Come out with me tomorrow. You, I, and one other will embark on Team White's reconnaissance. The Earth Group traitor doing a cruise exam was Kushida? How do we know that? How is Kushida the traitor? All right, this is turning out to be something that's very interesting. They lost the previous event, but now they're moving on to a more physical activity event where they have mandatory events that everyone has to participate in, and then they also have events where they can choose to participate in. Obviously, if they choose to participate in some events, they'll get more points. But obviously, if you lose, you'll lose more points. So it's like a gamble in a sense. But Ayano Koji, he is plotting, man. He is plotting. Like, even the teacher's looking at him like, what you thinking about, boy? What you thinking about? You know, so we'll have to see. But it was good that he was able to speak with Horakita, because she's so damn stubborn. And with her stubbornness, it creates a divisiveness within that class, within that unit. And even if people do agree with her, even if her ideas is smart, old boy's going to go behind her back like he did with the redhead chick and was like, yo, I'm going to need you to cause some kind of disagreement. And ended up happening, man. So I'm wondering what he's going to plot. If he already knows that there's a traitor and the traitor is Kushida, I'm wondering how he knows that, and how is that going to play a big part in Class D becoming Class A. You know, so we'll definitely have to see how these events are going to be played out. Granted, they're practicing right now, so I'm assuming on the day of the actual events this is when things will start to transpire. Not sure if it'll happen after. I'm thinking things are gonna happen during the actual events when they happen. But yeah, man, it's definitely it's very interesting because even with him manipulating his grip strength, so he doesn't necessarily stand out and show in a test or whatever. But I think when actuality, when it comes to the events that involve maybe your grip strength or utilizing some abilities that he's hiding during the initial process, boy, I think he's gonna show out and come out on top because he is the most athletic. Granted, he doesn't physically show it, but when he was fighting with Horikita's brother, or at least just dodging his attacks, you can see that boy got hands. He know what he doing, man. So it is very interesting nonetheless. So do me a favor, subscribe, like this video, let me know your thoughts about this episode and what else you're looking for in this season, man. But yep, I will see you beautiful people next time. You all take care, and don't forget, if there's no one else in this whole wide world that believes in you, I do. So let's get animated.